Hi, Gemini. Happy holidays. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Let's see what messages want to come through for you, what you need to know right now. When have you come across this reading? Let's see what's in store for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What do you guys need to know whenever you come across this video? Let's see, Gemini. We have growing pains, healing, patience, and unconscious. Number 19, trust the process. Okay, so this collective group that I'm picking up on, I get a very heavy energy. My stomach just made a funny sound. You have this hunger for something more, but it's like, okay, the fact that my stomach made a funny noise, I just ate lunch like a while ago, okay? But it's like, you know that pain sometimes you get if you haven't eaten all day, or if you're fasting or whatever, that pain that is like that fuel, that drive, because you don't want to stay stuck in that feeling, that discomfort. That could be what you're in the process of working through, Gemini. Growing pains. I'll hold this up closer for you. Some of you are going through this awakening. You're having these realizations that are hitting hard, kind of all at once. Now, it is a holiday season. As I'm doing this reading, it's December. It's 12/12 today. Portal Day, some people call it. And for some, the holiday season is challenging. It could bring up a lot of emotions. Maybe you're missing somebody. Maybe this is a sensitive time for you. And this may be a period where you're awakening, realizing, and seeing people differently. Or this whole holiday season, you might be looking at it differently than how you would have in the past. And it's a little uncomfortable, right? This whole growing pain. In one of the tarot decks, and then I put it away because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to use this, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna show you. I literally put it back in the box. I was like, I was like, we're gonna use a different deck, but watch, the message still comes through. It was the 10 of Cups and then the 5 of Pentacles. It came out, it was 10 of Cups first, and then the 5 of Pentacles followed after. I'm like, oh, this feels like an energy surrounding loss or some sort of struggle. And I didn't want, again, that's why I was like, I'm gonna put this deck away because that seems heavy. But it didn't matter because it was still coming through. And that box just flew. Hold on. Try to fly away. I might have to use this deck today. Okay, so growing pains, healing, patience, and unconscious. There's some unconscious patterns you're becoming aware of. Deep-rooted cycles that are being broken little by little because of your awareness, because of the shifts that you have been mindful of and intentional. You're experiencing a new way, a new direction. There might be some realizations that hit you over the next couple of days, over this next month or so. So just be open. Just keep an open mind. Be patient with yourself during this process. I see that you're doing necessary healing though. So, and healing isn't like a one-way journey or one-way street. You know, it comes in waves. It's not always so straightforward or so simple or linear, you know? So be patient with yourself during the process, Gemini. Split the deck, we have the butterfly and the nightingale. Lots of transformation and stepping into being bold, being fearless, using your voice, no longer watering yourself down or holding back the truth, holding back how you really feel or what you really think. We have the swan, the rabbit, pushing through, and the elk. Yeah, you're pushing through. There's like self-mastery here. Maybe you're struggling with being optimistic right now with the moth at the bottom of the deck. Or you might be noticing other people around you are heavier, not as happy, and they could be coming towards you for some sort of assistance, help, or support, and that might be overwhelming. There is something being brought up about a relationship here, someone that you could be mirroring, the swan. If you're worrying about like someone you care very deeply for or you have emotional feelings for, you could be wondering, do they feel the same way? The elk is a good individual, someone who truly is reliable, truly resourceful, supportive, and they are loyal. So if you're having any questions about someone's loyalty, I see here with the elk, it is indicating that there is trust or building of trust. Maybe there's some things being brought up around that. But yeah, what are you worrying about? Swan and the rabbit. You've been doing a lot of reflection. Maybe you're replaying memories from your past and repeat, just wondering if you couldn't have done anything differently to have a different outcome or to have avoided something, or you're preparing yourself for something you're anticipating. If it's not about the past, it's something about the future that you're trying to prepare yourself for. You're trying to gain some sense of control, but the rabbit, it's an energy of having to surrender and loosen the grip and not needing to have all the answers. And I know that can be hard, but something that you would benefit from right now would to be to ground your energy. The elk, you must ground yourself. I am just drawn back to this card of the flowers, growing pains, having to really get rooted, so that nothing outside or external from you can shake you, that can push you off track or push you off your course. So elk is somebody who is hardworking, somebody who is determined. This is like emperor energy. This may be a business owner. This could be someone who, they have a lot of people that rely on them or depend on them. This is a leader, right? So you may be somebody in a position of power. You might be someone who's very influential, or just somebody who guides, somebody who's a teacher, somebody who leads. And maybe that's something that scares you or frightens you, is you don't want to mess up, or you don't want to make a mistake, or you don't want to let anybody down. Oh, it feels like a heavier energy. Oh my goodness, Gemini. And I tried doing your reading the other day and it just wasn't, I couldn't speak properly for the entire thing. So I just was like, okay, I gotta take a break. I couldn't do it. I couldn't force it. I don't like forcing anything. So I just want to let you know. Moth, whale, and the golden egg. Listen to your inner compass. Listen to your heart. Both the whale and the golden egg. This is following your heart, the depths of your emotions, and maybe you're feeling a little glass half empty. But that may change in the near future. I hope and pray it does change like that for you in the near future. Okay, so let's get into the tarot. I'm gonna start off with the good tarot. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly what is going on for Gemini. That's too many. I had like 5 cards. It's like, that's a bit much. Let me shuffle it more. Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What's going on for my Geminis? 3 of Earths. Be on the lookout, you guys. Something is coming towards you in the near future. And this is that anticipation. You've been anticipating. You've been calling something in. 9 of Earth. Okay, so some of you, this could be money. Some of you, this could be a new job or a new home. King of Earth. This most likely, we got triple Earth. Pentacles out here. This seems to be something that's progressing in your physical, tangible life. Page of Water. And this is opening some sort of doorway in your, making you feel safe. There's something that's being brought into your life that's providing you this emotion that comes with safety. You're feeling like a sense of relief. The Star. Ooh, I love it. And it really goes with the color scheme of this set of readings, the blue. The Star, the 2 of Earth, more of that pentacle, more of that physical, tangible stuff. Patience, which, that's funny. This is Temperance, Sagittarius energy, but the patience, right? Growing pain and patience go hand in hand. And Queen of Water. And 6 of Air. You got news coming in. You got news. You got a message. Things are progressing in a really positive way. In a very positive way. A lot better than you even realize, a lot better than you could even. Right now, like we were saying, get grounded. Get grounded. If you're having a lot of restless, scattered, anxious, doubtful thoughts, this is a challenging time. I understand, but this is a test. This is a little bit of a test. We just had that full moon in your sign a little while ago. If you're listening to this reading when I post it, it's the energy, it's the aftermath, but just try your best to ground and be on the lookout for something good. Instead of searching for what could go wrong, what might mess up. No. Let's switch gears. Let's flip the script. Let's start anticipating what could go right. What could transform in the most beautiful way. Ask the universe, ask spirit, ask God, source, higher power, whoever you pray to. And just ask them to like show you the way or guide you to the best possible path. If you're like not sure which way to go, if you're uncertain, Two of Pentacles, Two of Earth, you're like weighing something out, wishy-washy, give it some time to develop. And that makes me think of photography. Shout out to any photographers or anybody that does like film. That makes me think of like developing film. And that when you take the snapshot, it doesn't show up immediately. And then you have to do the whole process, the processing of the images or whatever, right? That's just for somebody out there that might resonate with very few of you, but be on the lookout because there are synchronicities, there are deep symbolism and signs directly from source showing you that you're on the right path, that this is working out for you. This is what's around the corner. 10 of Earth, 3 of Earth to the 10 of Earth, whatever it is that you're looking for, whether that's stability, whether that's that longevity in a partnership, in a relationship, romantic, if this is more friends, if this is having more success in your career path, in your business, whatever this is that you're looking for, you are right on target. You are right on target. You're going to meet whatever your goal is, whatever you have been working towards, you're on point. Like, no reason for you to doubt yourself here. You're finding your treasure. I love this card. There's like this treasure chest. We got this little wolf here. Wolf in my animal spirit deck. That is a card of independence. It is also a card of leadership. You know, you could be solo, you know, lone wolf, or you could be part of a community, leader of a pack, or, you know, just seeing that maybe teamwork makes a dream work for some of you. Maybe if you are in a community / team group setting, you might be wanting to go solo. And for those that are already solo, you might be wanting to collaborate or, you know, partner up with someone or group of people. So just take that however it resonates. But King of Earth is the next card. So you're a master at your craft. You're really good at what you do. You're really good at it. Just admit it. Acknowledge it. You're not being egotistical. You're not being Mr. Mrs. Know-it-all. You're not. King of Earth and Elk, very similar, go hand in hand. Go hand in hand. This is somebody who has earned everything that they worked for. It wasn't luck. It wasn't, you know, just came out of thin air. This is somebody who put in the work, put in the time, they dedicated themselves, they studied their ass off, they worked their butt off to make things happen. They are living proof in like that miracles happen. Not you. This isn't even a miracle though. You may feel like this is a miracle, but like you worked for it. And like in a way, I guess everything's like miraculously working out for you. It's not even a guess, but it's just magic. Magic, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of you, the work you've been doing, a little bit of spirit behind you, guiding you this entire time, growing pains, some moments of doubt, some moments of questioning, some moments of reflection, some moments of planning, over planning. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Like it's been a process. It's been a lot of process and planning and patience. A lot of peas. Okay. But Page of Water, Page of Cups. This is opening up a doorway that invites this playful, innocent, loving, caring, but also like freeing energy. It feels like a weight that's been lifted. And also I'm seeing time to have more play, time to have more fun. King of Earth to a Page of Water. We're switching gears here. You're safe. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're safe. If you need to take a break from your work, if you need to take things down a notch, okay? Normally we're talking turn things up a notch, let's turn it up a notch. For you, during this time, you may actually be guided to slow down. Maybe that feels a little weird. Maybe that feels foreign to you. Maybe that feels a little like, oh my God, but I need to be productive. You need rest, and rest isn't something that you earn. Rest is something that you need to flourish, to grow, to, rest days, working out, you need your rest days. That's when your muscles really grow and get stronger. That's when you heal, recover, allow yourself to recover. You're safe to do so. So we're switching gears from the physical world to, okay, how do I feel emotionally, and what lights up my heart, and how can I express myself in a way that maybe I haven't before, or I've been too scared to, or I haven't been making the time for. What is that? Page of Cups, Page of Water. It's inviting more of a playful element, a younger self energy, creating the magic. So, it's like Christmas time around the corner, and obviously as a kid versus an adult, very different. As you get older, we're like, where's that Christmas magic? We have to be the ones who create it, right? We got to be the ones to create it. So inviting more of that, like, non-judgment, open-minded energy, because this is more of that childlike versus older man, older woman. So this is like inviting your inner child to play. Maybe calling up an old friend. Who knows? Whatever that floats your boat. Then we have the star at the bottom. Wish fulfillment. Something that you've been praying for. Something you have been desiring. Maybe it's been on your wish list. Little Santa wish list. You're getting it. Whatever you ask for, it's yours. But you need to choose, or you need to decide, or you may actually have multiple opportunities coming in. Multiple wishes granted. Pretty cool. And it was worth the wait. Two of Pentacles and Temperance, patience. This was worth the wait. Divine timing was a major factor in this. There's a reason why you are being gifted this now versus a month ago, a year ago. It just wouldn't have hit the same. It wouldn't have had that influence. It wouldn't have had that you wouldn't have the appreciation or the gratitude for it like back then versus how you do right now. So yeah, this just feels everything truly aligning for you. Everything's truly aligning for you. And you know that deep down, that anytime you start having those doubts, anytime you start overthinking, second guessing, getting so caught up in the future, caught up in the past, deep down in your core, your spirit like just gently whispers to you, being like, yo, Gemini, it's gonna be okay. I promise it's gonna be okay. And when you lay your head on your pillow at nighttime, you go to sleep, and you're laying all of your worries and your day-to-day life struggles or challenges or situations or work or relationship stuff, you put all that aside and you lay your head on your pillow. Deep down, like, oh, this is all right. I'm good. I got great things coming my way. I'm so proud of how far I've come. There's just this vibration of healing and peace and love. And it just feels very soothing. Like, we go from a Page of Water to a Queen of Water. So there's a lot of development, a lot of healing taking place, a lot of spiritual growth taking place. And that's reflecting and showing up in the material realm. Okay, because everything starts from within and it reflects itself outwardly. And that's exactly what we're seeing in your material world, how it's progressing, how it's transforming, how it's truly solidifying, becoming really stable. You're building your legacy here. And as you're doing that, it's like matching your own vibration, your own frequency. You're in alignment. I see you really showing up as your most authentic self. People love you. People adore you. You are someone who is just like this beautiful ray of sunshine, and you just seem to have this magical touch. There's something about you. There's something about you. You always seem to make people's lives a lot better. You always seem to have people's back. You always seem to show up at the right time. You're very tapped in. You're very wise. You're extremely wise. Okay. All right. Well, let's clarify. And I guess I'll use this deck. I was like, I'm not going to use this deck. I put it away, and then Spirit was like, actually, maybe you should. So let's clarify. Starting with the Three of Earths. Keep your eyes peeled. All right, what's coming towards Gemini? Be on the lookout. Three of Pentacles, Three of Earth. Strength. You have help coming on in. King of Pentacles. And the Five of Swords. At the bottom, Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles reverse, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so that Five of Swords definitely brings an interesting energy into the mix. I'll explain in a second. So first of all, strength coming on in. Three of Earth was strength. We could read this as, all right, something coming your way, you're gonna have to really lean into your power, lean into your strength, put your foot down, kind of, put your guard up even. Because maybe what's coming towards you, it's going to test your patience, or it might test your strength, right? Five of Swords is a card of conflict. It can talk about drama. It can talk about like being put in a place where it's uncomfortable or awkward or tense. Maybe there are some people that are jealous or a little envious of you, or they're insecurities, they're being projected onto you, and this is like testing your patience when dealing with those matters, or being brought face to face with these people, whether they're a stranger that you bump into, or like maybe it's a client, or maybe it's someone that shows up at your work, maybe this is a friend that you're kind of on the best of, maybe it's your sibling, right? It just strength in the Five of Swords. This is saying to like choose your battles carefully, and that not everything is worth a reaction, or not everything is worthy of your attention. Okay, and that might be hard because I see someone could be trying to like pull you down. King of Pentacles, because here we got it coming out again, double confirmation. King of Earth, King of Pentacles. There may be someone who sees like where you're at in life, and strength and the King of Pentacles. This combination is like, yeah, this is someone who's very peaceful, someone who's very grounded. They got their life pretty well organized. Their finances seem to be very like stable, consistent, reliable. This is someone who's in a good state in their life, in their material world. They have a lot of support. They have all that they need to support them on their journey, to support their mission. And then the Five of Swords is almost like someone trying to drag you down, or, okay, so there's that. Then another thing I was getting, okay, I was like, maybe you got some sort of help coming on in, or maybe someone needs your help. And if this is someone who needs your help, maybe it's financial help, right? So the next card, it was strength, then it was the King of Pentacles, and then it was the Five of Swords. So someone might be coming towards you. If you're like a parent, or if you're a father or a mother, maybe this is someone, or your child, whether they're young or whether they're grown. This could be someone coming towards you and be like, hey, I really need your help. I maybe need some financial support or financial advice, or I need some money or a place to stay, or like, can I borrow XYZ from you? And maybe in the past they've proven themselves not really trustworthy, or they hadn't, like, say they borrowed something from you, they broke it, maybe they never gave it back. Like there's some kind of history here that shows you don't really have the best feeling with this. Okay? If you're not on the greatest of terms with somebody, what you can expect, Three of Earth, right? What's coming towards you? Keep your eyes and ears peeled. Be on the lookout. Someone maybe is wanting to... Do they want to repair things? Strength, King of Pentacles, Five of Swords. I'm not really getting that at this moment. I actually feel more of like someone feeling not regret for some of you, someone feeling more resentful that you're not chasing after them. Because five of swords can also represent like abandonment, someone who just like gives up, walks away, and then as you're not giving in to their reaction or their behavior, they're like looking back and be like, well, isn't Gemini gonna support me or try and help me or fix this for me? Normally they would have in the past. How come they're not doing that no more? And they're kind of like looking at this situation or looking at you like a little distasteful, a little bitter. So was that the energy of wanting to fix things? I don't think so, because this is definitely ego ruled. And some of you could be dealing with a Leo. That's the main zodiac over here. But of course, we have Earth and we have Air. And then at the bottom, we have the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the Ace of Wands, which I feel like, then 3 of Cups. Someone didn't get what they wanted, or what they wanted, it turned out not to meet their expectations. 9 of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Something about wishes and hopes and realities. Oh wait, wishes and hopes and desires, but doesn't quite meet expectation or doesn't quite meet reality. It's like expectation versus reality. You know, you buy something online, it looks good in the pictures, but then you get it and it's like absolute garbage. It's like that, because Ace of Wands to a 3 of Cups universe is like, well, that wasn't long lasting, or that wasn't as enjoyable as I expected or as I had hoped, or was very short lived. Okay. Moving on. 10 of Earth. Let's take a look into the 10 of Earth. 3 of Wands. We go full circle, baby. Full circle. We just looked into the 3 of... Oh, just kidding. That's a 3 of Earth. But the 3 of Wands, it's kind of similar. In this deck with the 3 of Earth, it's kind of similar. It's like, be on the lookout. See what's coming towards you. 3 of Wands. There's progress being made. You've recently made a decision. You've recently made up your mind about something here. Something you'd like to see grow. Something you'd like to see expand. Something you would like to have more of. And so you're set foot, you're initiating, you're taking action towards this. 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands in reverse. After some sort of failure or maybe lack of support, or you've been experiencing some sort of judgment from the outside world or other people outside from you. Maybe this is in your professional life or social circle, friends, family, extended family, right? It seems like whatever it is that you're out to be doing, and this is something you're doing solo. 9 of Pentacles, very solo, very independent. Kind of like what we had talked about with the wolf. I was gonna say a whale. It's like, bitch, that is not a whale. That is a wolf. This wolf, and we were saying, okay, solo dolo, like lone wolf or leader of the pack. Like it's either this or that. I was getting, and so specifically for this collective I'm picking up at this moment, this showing like 9 of Pentacles, this is for you. It's not so much about what everybody else is saying or wants from you or you giving to them. This is about you giving to yourself. And I'm seeing that like 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands reversed, and the 9 of Pentacles, like certain setbacks or failures, well, they helped you grow and find your footing and helped you figure out what it is that you want and what it is you don't like. Helped you narrow things down. 7 of Cups, Tower, and the 10 of Wands, and also showed you what you had to release or whatever you were clinging on to that was holding you back. Something that was weighing you down, slowing you down, getting in the way. And so maybe there's a situation you were clinging on to. You're like, man, like, what could I have done? I think we talked about this in your reading. Like, what could I have done differently? Or if I could have changed something, maybe this whole entire situation wouldn't have happened. I could have avoided this, blah, 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 right? I think this is something you're working through, like, letting go, or you're being guided towards, like, yo, let this shit go. It's not worth your energy or your time anymore. 9 of Pentacles is also an energy of like freedom. From the Earth. Whoa, this card just flew and I think it flipped itself reverse. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so there's someone that's not quite on your level. They're not able to give you what you want. And it's actually someone who's very self-centered. Okay, and this is a lot. I'm not taking this stack, but I'll take these. So, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Nine of Wands, Devil, Page of Wands, Death. Oh my god, y'all gave me so many. And the Seven of Wands. So you might be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. It doesn't have to be. We also have Capricorn energy with the Devil and Scorpio energy with Death. So you've changed. You've changed your ways. Someone's bitter about that. Someone is not able to have the same access to you like they once did. And it's like, you're showing, and this person knows you don't trust them. This person knows you have your guard up. This person knows that, like, you're not born yesterday. You're not gonna just, so yeah. So I'm getting connected back to like the first set of cards of like, what can you expect? And it was like, there might be someone who's coming towards you, maybe asking for money or trying to get a reaction or trying to maybe start some drama. You're not giving them nothing. You ain't giving them nothing. They're not pulling you back in. They're not pulling you down. You're focusing on you, yourself. You don't give a shit about their judgments. Six of Wands reverse. You're not letting their opinions control you like they used to in the past. And this could be family orientated, right? Ten of Pentacles, family or company, whatever. So they can tell. They know. It's very obvious. It's very obvious that you're not giving in to them. This is also someone who just lacks accountability. Queen of Pentacles reverse and the Nine of Wands. This is someone who gets so on the defense. If you tell them anything that like upset you or something, a mistake they made, they just go so defensive, or they start blaming, or they start just flipping the narrative, twisting the truth. It's very shadowy energy. It's very toxic. And this is someone who like refuses to grow or refuses to change, or someone who makes excuses. Well, this is who I am, so take it or leave it. My way or the highway also. So I feel like you're being guided towards protecting yourself from this person because it's very harmful. And you're not trying to enable them, where it's recommended to not, enable them. And so I'm seeing them coming through possibly with a message. Okay, so Devil to the Page of Wands. I feel this could be someone who maybe is younger than you, or they just act very immature, very childish. They could be very reckless when it comes to their spending, when it comes to, they can just be very messy, okay? Whether it's like physically messy, like they just are a mess, like their home is a mess, they look like a mess, or it's like they could be very sloppy and unprofessional, or just a hot mess, okay? Overindulgence as well is a big thing here. Unhealthy in a lot of ways. A lot of ways you could look at this person as just like very unhealthy. And so I feel like they could be trying to change your mind. Page of Wands to Death definitely could be trying to, and the Devil, right? This is almost an obsession where they're convinced that they can change your mind, or they're convinced that they can pull you back in. But the thing is, you really are saying like, get the fuck away from me, or respect my boundary, or I'm not, absolutely not. Or say they invite you somewhere, or they have this offer for you, and you're just setting a boundary, be like, no, not today, or no, I'm not interested, or no thanks, or no, I can't give you what you need. And they're being very pushy and like overstepping boundaries. I'm just saying, don't let anybody push your buttons. Page of Water. Okay, let's see why the Page of Water is here. And I split the deck, I just seen the Page of Cups right here. Page of Water for Gemini. Ten of Wands. The High Priestess. Eight of Cups. Nine of Swords in reverse. Good. Shake that guilt off, because I'm seeing like there is some sort of either pressure or guilt, or you may feel bad or sorry for this individual, or I think you're hiding it quite well though. Ten of Wands to the High Priestess. Whatever it is that you're holding, whatever emotions that this is stirring up, you're holding it in, or you're holding it back, or you're not revealing it all out in the open. You're keeping it quite hidden, or you're masking it, I would say. Ten of Wands and a High Priestess. You're definitely masking how you really feel. For better or worse. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's up for you to decide. Honestly, probably, like we were saying before, probably best to like choose your battles carefully. Not everything's worth a reaction or getting sucked into, right? So I can see this as maybe a challenge. or this weighs heavy on you. Page of Cups and the High Priestess. But also, like, intuitively, something is telling you, like, your hands are already quite full. You already have a lot on your plate. And something intuitively is just telling you, like, okay, I gotta just keep moving forwards. I can't keep getting stuck back in here. I can't get stuck in the past. Maybe you're dealing with someone that all they harp on about is the past, the past, the past, the past, the past. Never in the present. Always just stuck in the past, the past. Like, and you're like, I got places to be. I can't stay stuck here. Someone doesn't want to move on, but you do. Someone doesn't want to move on, or someone doesn't want to move on from you, but you do. So anyways, I see 8 of Cups, energy of walking away, whether that's like you just emotionally getting over this, or like you actually physically getting over this, moving away from this, creating some space, creating some distance. We have the 9 of Swords reverse at the bottom, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and also the Moon in the reverse with the 5 of Cups. Okay. So 9 of Swords reverse, this is good because the pressure, the guilt, those heavy emotions that this stirred up, you're seeing through it. Yeah, could you be triggered by this? Or, however it's bringing up for you. But you're seeing through it, you're recognizing, you're processing, you're not staying stuck in it. It's almost like an out-of-body experience where it's like you're witnessing yourself. You might be having 5 of Cups. You might feel really disappointed by this or really in the feelings about this. But it's like this deep inner knowing that's like, okay, but I see this for what it is. Like, I see the reality of this. Or I know Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I can't step forwards. I can't move any. Like, there's this line that you've crossed. There's this line and you're not going to cross it. Maybe this person or these people try to cross this line, but you're really, it's almost like you're digging a trench. So it's like they can't cross it. They'd have to jump. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, for me, I always see this as like just full on stop. No movement at all. Stuck, stagnant, nothing is progressing. So don't feel bad for either rejecting, saying no, setting a boundary, not giving any reaction, not responding if someone calls you. You don't have to give them that answer or reaction, or you don't have to. And then the Moon in the reverse, something is being revealed to you. We have, is it New Moon in Capricorn on the 18th, I think. New moon might be important for some of you. Then we'll have a full moon in Cancer. I don't know when that is. And then, yeah, maybe something's being revealed to you, and it just brings up some intense emotions, or this experience or this interaction. It's revealing to you of certain things that you still have to work through or release or let go, or things that you've been holding on to that you weren't aware of. And I'm also seeing, okay, underneath the 5 of Cups, you have the 4 of Wands in the reverse and the 6 of Cups. Yeah, this is like, and then the Chariot in the reverse. Oh my God. Okay, this is where we're going to like end the reading. I'm going to talk about this and then I'm going to go. Okay. Because, so yeah, heavy emotions, disappointment, a big letdown. You're like being reminded of something, someone, the way you and someone were in the past. But like a foundation's broken, or it's not solid, it's not sustainable, or just the bond has changed. The relationship with this individual isn't the same. And I think that there's definitely that energy of wishing things were different, but also recognizing that it goes both ways. You did your part. They got to show up the way that, well, they've been showing up in a way that isn't the greatest, pretty unhealthy, pretty toxic. They could potentially one day somewhere, I don't know if you'll be open to it, but maybe if this person grows or heals, maybe there'll be a way, but that's not for you to decide. But I'm seeing that like the Chariot in the reverse, and then the 3 of Swords. I'm sorry, Chariot reverse, you're like, yeah, I don't have the confidence in this. It sucks, but I see it for what it is. I ain't progressing any further. They're over there, I'm over here. I'll love them from a distance. But my God, 3 of Swords doesn't hurt. 3 of Swords, it hurts. And then Temperance in the reverse, it like throws you off balance from being happy. The Sun, oh my God. And then the 2 of Cups in the reverse, all these, oh my God. I mean, we're pulling so many cards at the bottom, but I'm seeing like, yeah, it's like having to love someone from a distance. I'm sorry, Gemini. That's rough. That's heavy. We've all been there. It ain't fun. But you gotta love yourself more. And that's the greatest lesson you can take from this experience. Jeez. Well, happy holidays. this wasn't the happiest of readings, but I'm happy that you were here and I'm happy that we had this moment together, and I love you. I'm so grateful for you, and I hope you have a great holiday season regardless of all this and other people acting up. I hope you celebrate yourself because you're amazing. You're so special. You're so beautiful. You're amazing inside and out. And if these people can't recognize that, that's their loss. You're incredible. So don't you forget that. I love you. I will see you guys later. Stay blessed. Bye.